What's going on, guys? Tom's Honda's here, and welcome back. I don't remember where I left off, but I think I left off where the mini-me swap was done. You can see it's like pitch black outside. I was trying to make this earlier, but the GoPro wasn't charged. Me, James, and Matt, we all got together to the car wash, cleaned out our cars in Cherry. She's all cleaned up. She's not dusted off. It's still pretty dusty, but carpet's all clean, seats are all cleaned up, looking pretty good. Getting ready for the car season this year. Also trying to put out more content. Try not to ramble. We finished the swap. Could go outside and do that, show you guys that. Boy, was it a struggle. I bought like 3 ECUs or 2. Yeah, I went through 3 but bought 2. So first ECU, Midnight, I think I left off there. Midnight, that ECU is like pretty effed. It's moisture got on the inside and like messed up stuff, so that ECU is kind of junk. I bought one through eBay and basically got another shot ECU. I ran the wires. Well, actually I hired Jose, shout out Jose. He ran my VTEC wires for me. Super awesome. He did that and we tested connections, all that shit. The ECU we tested everything, tried, you know, a bunch of different things, and it turns out that ECU was bad. So fought to send that one back, got it sent back. I actually had it tested and it was bad, but then I bought another one. I forget his name, but shout out to that dude from the D Series Facebook page. Shout out to him. It starts with an M, but I'm gonna butcher it. He sent me this ECU and it works perfectly. There's some pros and cons to the swap. One, so far it's been great. I love it. People say you get like 120 horsepower. I'm not sure what it is. Would have been awesome if we got a before dyno and an after dyno, so I don't really know. It does feel faster. VTEC does help. It's nice. I could keep up with newer cars and, you know, have more fun on the back roads. Super awesome. Hopefully you guys can see me. Might have to redo this clip, but you know, pretty awesome. But there are quite a few cons. One big major con is oil consumption. As you guys know, my head got sent out to the machine shop, and usually what leaks oil is valve cover, oil pan gasket, distributor gasket, VTEC solenoid gasket, valves, like the valve seals, and obviously piston rings. You know, and my rear main's replaced, my front main's replaced, my pan is replaced. Obviously we got a new valve cover gasket, new VTEC gasket, new distributor gasket. So my engine doesn't leak on the outside, it doesn't bleed. My head was redone, so my valve seals are redone, brand new. So the only thing left is the piston rings, you know, your oil ring. So I think that's why I'm burning up so much oil. You know, this car has, before I did the swap, it was 150K or 152,000. We're at 157 now and some change. And you know, I'm almost due for an oil change, but with how much oil I'm losing, I will do the oil change, you know, change your filters. But with how much oil I burn, I mean, I travel far, long on the highway to work, so maybe that's why I'm burning up so much oil. But from research, other people burn up oil as well. So, you know, it just comes with the swap. Maybe a full rebuild you'll be okay, but you know, we're budget out here, man. So I'm burning up a lot of oil, you know, and that kind of sucks. Oil right now I'm paying like 50 bucks, you know, for, I use pens, that's like 30 something bucks. I needed oil bad, so I stopped at this Napa, and their oil was like 50 bucks a piece, you know. Right now I'm running Quakers. I have it in my trunk, you know, and you know, not the best stuff, but the cheapest right now on the shelf is like 20 bucks. So I've been using that. You know, it's a little rough. So one con for the swap. Second, VTEC doesn't even hit until 5,000 RPMs. So another disadvantage is that VTEC is almost kind of useless, man. On the highway it's great, kind of kicks in right away, it downshifts, all that. But you know, it's too late where it needs to be earlier. Maybe like 4 would be better. 35 is like at best, or 3,000 if you wanted to. With a tunable ECU you can achieve that. And also, as you guys know, I drive an automatic. So for the third con, I would have to say, I haven't researched it still, which if I do, I'll throw it in the video, obviously. But it's an automatic DX. Now, I do not know if the EX, I don't even know if they made a automatic SI, but EX transmission, automatic transmission, is it different? Is there more gearing? I don't know. I've yet to look into it, but I probably should, and I'll get back to you. So, which I'm gonna try and do a driving clip for you guys, but basically, I'm on it, we get to third gear, and we're going, and she starts going down towards, like, you know, 7,000 RPMs, and it seems like it wants to shift, but there's no more gearing in the DX transmission. You know, it's just a 3-speed with an overdrive, you know, or it could be a 4-speed. I don't know what it's considered. Now, does EX automatic have 4 gears? I don't know really, or it's just the same thing, and maybe the computer on the transmission itself is a little different, or I don't know if there's a thing for that. But I think that the ECU is thinking that, you know, we have more gearing, which we don't. So it's sensing that. So I will get a check engine light, and if you guys don't know how to look up your codes in your OBD1, way down here you have 2 plugs here. This one, the 2-prong, I think it is. Yeah, you have a 3-prong. It's the 2-prong. You could just take anything, a little fuse or whatever, and just jump it. You jump it, and then it'll start blinking, and it'll read it to you. The code tells me that's the pressure solenoid switch. And as you guys know, I have a bunch of Hondas, so I tried every single one, and it says the same thing every time. And no, I do have oil, so it's not lack of oil pressure either. It just throws the code. So I want to say it's because of the transmission. And but VTEC still engages, it seems like, and still goes. Other than that, you know, it's pretty great. You know, other than those 3 things, I say the swap is great. If you're able to rebuild your motor, I say rebuild it. And it might be great. It might run even better because, you know, new rings, bearings and such. It might be a nicer feel. Might not burn as much oil as well. So that comes to my conclusion, at least in this stage. If we pursue it or not. Obviously, I want to get this video out there for the knowledge, because it's not out there. It's very hard to figure out this whole swap. I want to say my car is not running perfect. I did try and you know, play with the distributor a little bit with the timing light. I don't think I set it right, because another thing, with those blue plugs down there that we were looking at, the other plug, you want to jump it, and I guess it will turn off the, you know, the variable timing for the VTEC, and then you adjust it. So I did not do it properly. I will say that, but I did adjust it the best I can. And maybe it was because of, you know, the variable timing, why it doesn't seem right. But for a VTEC 1.6, you want about 16 degrees to 12 degrees of timing. For the D15 non-VTEC, you want, I believe it was 12 degrees of timing. It might be a little loud because the car is running, so sorry for that. But basically, I was fighting a leak. That's why it's so dirty and oily, and it was actually with my distributor, so I don't think we won because it looks like it's still leaking. I'm starting to wonder if there's a little chip in my head, and it's just leaking oil out. But I did swap valve covers as well. I got this Mugen one, looks pretty dope. Other than that, you know, not much has changed. You know, we had to change the pulley there. Yeah, relatively stock. I do have a set of headers, but there's mad holes in it and stuff, so does headers make a difference? I do not know. But other than that, the swap has been pretty nice. Not too much to complain about, you know. Pretty sick. Overall, really not bad. You know, I love my Hondas, and you know, I kind of love playing around with this thing. My next thing would be to manual swap this car. I think it would be a fun little thing to do. You know, also it would go to, you know, extend the knowledge part. The unknown part is just manual in general, like a benefit, or not such, you know, so much of a benefit to the swap. I do have a SI transmission as well to swap in. Also a SI ECU. Now this ECU I'm using is, I would assume, an automatic EX ECU, as I don't think there's any SI autos. So would that make a difference? Would that change something? I don't know, as we would get a different gear ratio. You know, would that help with torque, or I guess speed? You know, it's very unknown. As you guys also know, I did another mod. I did upgrade to an EX cluster, an EX automatic cluster. Also, guys, don't worry about my SRS light. As you see, we did a heater core swap in this, and I broke a tab on my dash. So when I do the glove box, it doesn't sit in there right because the tab broke. So the airbag's still all unplugged. I've been very lazy about fixing that. So that's why the SRS light is on. Other than that, man, thing runs like a champ. So let's try and get this little video clip. Yeah. was our pull. I said hopefully you guys did enjoy and you're doing a swap yourself. It was a good learning lesson. It took a lot. I learned a lot. The car still runs and drives. Nothing traumatic has happened. I mean, dude, I couldn't be more happier. I want to see where we go with this thing. Who knows, it might become the track beast or something. But yeah guys, until then, this isn't the end, but it's a start to the end of this video that's been taking me a year now, I've realized, but just keep it moving. Keep moving forward, man. Peace.